Abi's Folktales. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Abi's Folktales and Sounds. Share and tell your friends. We tell real-life stories and Crete songs. Our story begins. Mmirinma, daughter of the Ibi. The river Ibi did not merely flow, it breathed. It was the veins of the earth, and at its deepest, most crystalline point, Mmirinma was born. She was the daughter of the river goddess, her skin shimmering with the iridescent hue of wet slate, her hair a constant, flowing cascade of dark, moving water. For years, she lived among the people of the land of Ibi, cloaked in a glamour that made her appear as a simple, shy girl. She sought only to heal their crops and calm their storms, but the elders of Ibi were consumed by avarice. They discovered her secret during the Great Drought. As the river receded, her true form was exposed to the village council of 5. Instead of reverence, they saw opportunity. "She is the source," Councilman Kale sneered, his eyes gleaming with greed.
"She is the heart of the flow. We do not lack water. The girl is simply hoarding it. We bind her, we drain her, and we rule the rain itself." "She is the heart of the flow. We do not lack water. The girl is simply hoarding it. We bind her, we drain her, and we rule the rain itself."
"Bind her. If we chain her to the stone altar, the river will be forced to obey our will, and we shall never thirst again." They mocked her, stripping away her dignity with cruel laughter as they forged shackles from cold, cursed iron, metal dipped in the blood of dead dreams. They dragged her through the mud, branding her the wet wretch. They locked her in the hollowed-out heart of the mountain, tethering her essence to the earth to drain her power into their golden reservoirs. For 3 moons, Mmirinma suffered. The darkness of the cave was absolute, save for the slow drip of her own tears. But betrayal is a bitter nectar, and it fermented within her until it turned to something far more dangerous. She stopped fighting the chains and began to listen to the river. She realized that the river was not just water, it was memory. It held every secret, every sin, and every drop of malice that had ever touched the land of Ibi. As the villagers grew fat on stolen abundance, Mmirinma reached out. She did not call for the water, she called for the consequences. The night of the harvest festival, the sky turned the color of a bruised lung. The Council of 5 stood on the altar, raising goblets of stolen water, ready to toast their own power. Crack! The sound came from the mountain. Then a roar, not of wind, but of displaced earth. Mmirinma emerged. The iron chains did not fall, they shattered, turning to dust as she touched them. She no longer looked like a shy girl. She was a torrent of sentient liquid, her eyes swirling with the gray fury of a monsoon. She walked across the dry, cracked earth of the village, and everywhere her foot touched, the ground turned into a swirling vortex of mud. The guards rushed forward, spears leveled, but they were met with a wall of pressure that felt like the weight of an entire sea. With a flick of her wrist, the river rose up, forming massive, liquid tendrils that lashed out.
You wanted the river? You wanted to command the flow. Then learn what happens when you dam the truth. You wanted the river? You wanted to command the flow. Then learn what happens when you dam the truth.
You sought to own the river. Mmirinma's voice sounded like stones grinding in a rapid. But you forgot that water always finds its level. And today, your level is the abyss. She did not kill them with blades. She gave them exactly what they had cultivated. The councilmen tried to flee, but the very water they had hoarded in their golden vats rose up against them, turning into suffocating, gelid hands. She walked among them, a silent specter of retribution. When Kale begged for mercy, she simply gestured to the dry, dead crops they had harvested through their treachery. The water flooded back into the land, but it was not the healing river of old. It was the dark, heavy sludge of truth. It exposed the rot in their foundations. Mmirinma stood at the center collapsing of the devastation, their gilded halls the into moonlight the mud. Reflecting off her fluid form. She did not destroy the land of Ibi, she cleansed it. She left the people with nothing but the truth, and the chilling realization that from that day forward, every action they took would have a weight, and every evil they committed would be returned to them by the very river that sustained them. Mrima returned to the depths not as a victim, but as the eternal flowing shadow of justice, the karma of Ibi, watching, waiting, and always, always moving. Thanks for watching. What aspect of Mrima's journey would you like to explore next? The secrets she discovered while bound in the mountain, or the specific way the villagers tried to rebuild after the reckoning?